Did I tell you about when I worked at that computer parts plant
I
in
vaguely remember
Cal?
it. I think you might have told me back when I was at Brownsville House and drank a lot.
Yeah, it was that time period.
Oh,
They had a really weird schedule where it was 2-3-3, and it was you worked 2 days. They were 12-hour days. You worked 2 days, you had 3 days off, and then you worked 3 days, and then you had 2 days off, and then you worked 3 days, and you had 3 days off, and it just kept doing that. So it was never like it was a consistent schedule, but it worked in a 6-day rotation. So like
it was weird.
it was weird, and what sucked about it was like you really only got to enjoy the 3-day weekend because I had to be up at 5 a.m. every morning, and I got home around 7 or 8 ish. I don't know, some shit around that. But the first when you have a 2-day weekend, your first day you sleep all day. The second day you have to be up at 5 a.m. the next morning, so you can't go do anything fun. And then when you get your 3-day weekend, once every like 12 days, you get the recharge day, you get the party day, and then you get the extra recharge day.
The recharge from the party day.
Yeah, it's two different, very different types of recharging.
I
Actually, they're pretty similar. I hate them both.
I never worked in a place that worked like that, but
I didn't work there long. I made it maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
when I worked landscaping, we used to do very, very long hours. Like I would say 12, but it was more like 14, 16. I think you knew me when I did landscaping.
I don't think so.
Maybe we met right after I left.
It would have been. I only remember you working at Napa.
Oh yeah,
Or I'm sorry, Appon.
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 I did landscaping for a while, and that was getting up at 5 and driving an hour to work. And no, I'm sorry, 45 minutes to work. And
Man, I remember that kind of shit. I hated it. I'm so glad I live close to where I work now.
so start at 6 and then be out if you like. I remember you had routes, and every day you had to visit those routes, and depending on how good you kept them, meant you can like skip lawns, kind of, as long as they still looked kept up with. But no matter what, my route always ended up that my Thursdays were super long. Like I would get 16 hours. So the snow season came, and I found out that we were going to be doing plows. Cool, whatever. I learned how to drive a plow. Really awesome.
I'm always doing plows.
However, the first snow landed on my Thursday. So I left my house at 5 a.m. I left my house at 5 a.m. I drove all the way to work. I didn't get home until about 9 p.m. at night, and then got the call at 11 p.m. while I'm asleep that I had to be at work at 1 in the morning to go drive a plow to plow my route that I just did. I did it for 2 more days,
Yeah?
and I quit.
Fair. That's fair, man.
I was like, I can't do
Jeez.
this.
Yeah, that's rough.
The person I was with at the time was like, we had no bill trouble, we had no money trouble. She was like, I've never seen somebody have this much money and make this good of money and have no time to spend it. Like weekends, anytime they need you. I think the only day I had ever guaranteed off was Sunday, and that was it.
The Lord's Day.
And then that day I was running a 12-hour D&D session. So it was not a fun life.
No. Probably my favorite work schedule is 410s. I like working 410s and then having 3 days off.
410s is solid. That's kind of why I'm going for like this 3
double days.
313.
Friggin' I just realized I've also worked a lot of weird jobs. I assembled computer parts at that plant in Cal, and back in my little hometown of rural community Salisbury, we built snow machine panels.
That's weird.
It's really weird, but
It's out there.
We were the number 2 provider in the United States, I think.
That's awesome.
Don't quote me on that. I didn't say their names, so it doesn't matter.
That's not the only jobs you worked. You were a photographer.
Yeah, I did high school portrait photography. I guess it was all school because we did elementary too. I did.
Allowed to touch the. I don't know because you weren't allowed to touch the kids.
that was a big no-no.
I remember that
Big
discussion.
no-no. I currently manage an escape room and game master an escape room. That's in itself a weird job. And then I've done the basic shit like I've been a dishwasher. I worked at a convenient or like a hardware store. I think the hardware store was like my first job, and I just like swept and kept the shelves tidy and didn't learn anything about tools. Obviously, I
Hmm.
did steal a lot of candy bars from the break room. I'm sorry, guys. That 12-year-old Colby, he was a real asshole.
All right, kids will be kids.
Not 12 years. I think you have to be 14 years old to get a work permit in PA.
I mean, I washed dishes behind bars whenever I was young.
Mm.
I was so short, I just stood behind the bar and you couldn't see me, so I was just sitting there washing the dishes for people. Totally illegal.
Yeah, 100%.
I won't name drop the bar, but I remember that. But yeah, anything to make a couple bucks. I remember I used to cut grass for like my ex-girlfriend at the time's grandparents' house and things like
Mm.
that when I was younger. The first place I ever officially worked was at a box factory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that was like I guess my most typical thing. Well, I know I worked at a gas station too.
Oh yeah. We both worked at that
Yeah,
gas
you were. I
station.
was about to say you worked it there.
Not. I don't think we worked there at the
We
same
did not work there
time.
at the same time. I had moved
That was
on.
after the kerfuffle.
I did landscaping. I did Napa. What else have I done? Um, I worked at the animal shelter, which was probably
That's different.
if these two jobs that I have now wasn't the funnest thing I'm doing plus salty I've done. If the animal shelter would be my best job, my favorite job I've ever worked, just
Mhm.
because I love working with animals and all that. But I gotta say, being a bartender, axe coach slash game master slash I am an employee of that building. I
Yeah.
am not an employee of one of the two places. I am an employee of that building.
And working in an animal shelter is like a little bit different. I would say I don't want to say it's more fulfilling, but kind of is. Like as much as I love working in the entertainment sector because I love bringing joy to people and sharing weird fun shit with them that also makes them happy.
Hmm.
It's a little bit different like to say that I am making a difference as much as somebody in that position could have. I
Uh,
feel.
I took care of the dogs to the best of my ability. I'm not gonna go out there and say I made such a big difference. I got dogs forever. The job is so bittersweet
Mhm.
because there shouldn't be as many dogs in the shelter as there is to begin with, and at the same time, like you're really happy. And this is the selfish part. You're really happy when you see a dog go home because they're gonna have a forever home forever. But maybe they take a dog that you super like there, and it was really fun coming to work and hanging out with that dog because you grew a bond with it, but you didn't
Mhm.
have a place to let you have a dog. But yeah, it's just there's a lot of bittersweetness in it. But it was one of my favorite jobs, just from being able to work with dogs. I literally had a dog on my first week there try to bite my ass. Literally tried to bite my ass.
Wow, lucky dog.
He bit my entire belt loop. Like so that was when I was volunteering there, and then I eventually got hired on. And while I got hired on, I ended up having to work his room a lot. So I eventually started like just giving him little treats and putting my scent on it, and he just grew to.
Perhaps a bone with some muscle and tissue on it that you found in a box in a sanatorium?
That episode is not going to be out at this point.
Make sure you watch the Until Dawn to get that reference.
Keep watching for like a week and a half.
We're having fun, kind of.
It's a good game. I like it. It's a good game.
It's aight.
But anyway, this dog who tried to bite me ended up like when I got him adopted out, it was because I was able to show how lovable he was, how because he jumped all over me and was licking me and
Was it?
completely different.
I don't
type
want to
of
say was
action.
it a pity, but was it a pity?
No, it was actually
Okay.
a German Shepherd. However,
Ooh, big dog.
there was another pity Jayla who did the same thing.
Jayla. Okay, yeah. I've heard of that one.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot. I mean, and that's the sad part is where I did it was in the Fayette County area, and there was a lot of pits, and it's the saddest thing is they are the most rejected dog, and they're the most lovable. I swear, all the mean dogs that have come in were not pit bulls. They were mainly Chihuahuas, the little ankle biting
Oh
bastards.
yeah, the little anxious sons of bitches are the worst.
But they're still cute. Oh, they're still fun.
Oh
Whenever
yeah,
they get
Archer's
to like you.
adorable, but he's a tiny terror.
That's it. The smaller you are, the bigger your might is.
I've always wanted a pity. I think they're adorable and I love them so much. But my lifestyle is not one for a pity because they need so much exercise. They are active dogs. Like when Nicky Nails brought always brings his dog into Ace Axe. I haven't
Yeah.
seen him there for a while. But like that dog is on a literal metal chain and rope. Not a leash, a chain and rope. He still lets it run around the building anyways, but I
But he's
digress.
super lovable. Like he just
is-
runs
I
around.
love that dog.
He's like 3 or 4 years old.
The problem is he's 80 pounds of muscle that's like, yo, give me a hug. And you're like, oh, hug!
He's so awesome.
I know, I love him. I wouldn't be able to get in that much exercise. I'm too much of a fatty.
When I worked there, I adopted a pit mix to my cousin, and every time I get to go over, I get to see him, and he remembers me, and it's one of the best
Aw.
dogs I've ever seen. Huge. I knew as soon as we got him, he was going to be a huge dog because of his paws. Dog is big and wonderful. Just a low I don't. Just wants to, like, he literally I don't know how to explain it. He walks into you, and then he just falls into you, but he doesn't realize he's, like, huge.
He's just got little legs. He's just whoomp.
No, he doesn't have little legs. He just thinks he's small. He just walks in and then just lays his entire body on you because he wants to lay down with you, and then you just knocks you over. And then I used
Is that Craig?
yeah, Craig.
Oh, nice.
I used to work with the cats and everything. I don't know. The shelter was the best.
I want a cat so bad.
They're awesome.
Archer would not get along with a cat. I feel like Hooch would get along with a cat, but my wife is severely allergic, so I have to wait till she dies.
Whew, okay, I was gonna say that sucks because your
Or
wife.
until they find a way to, like, inject nanotech into your nose so that you're no longer allergic. I don't know how allergies work.
That
Don't at me.
sucks, man. I'm gonna have a cat when I have my own house.
I'm still gonna come away.
I mean, Amanda can't come over. That sucks. I want Amanda to come over. I'm hoping Amanda shows
Oh
up.
no,
for
I have a man cave that's an entire house of my best friend.
I'm hoping Amanda shows up for my birthday. Like,
She has a we were at one of our other friends who had 2 cats. 3 cats?
4,
2 cats.
5 cats,
2 or 3 cats.
6 cats, 7 cats,
But she got like a special mask and she was there for like 3 or 4 hours and she was fine. So
more.
I'm glad we have technology now.
Well, I don't want to have to wear. I mean,
I'm wearing a mask.
by the time I own a house, I am hoping that this has all been taken care of.
The UK just today or yesterday gave the first COVID vaccine, like to not a test group, like to the public.
Oh wow!
Like just the other day, the UK's moving forward with it.
Guess we'll see.
That's exciting.
Guess we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, the thing that's I don't know if we want to get into it.
I mean, it's our podcast.
Yeah, you're right. So what I've read, if I'm wrong, please feel free to at me because if I'm given new information, then I'm given new information, and I change my opinion, and you should all do that. We should all do that, not you. I'm not directing this at anybody.
Everybody should be open to knowledge.
Back in September, I believe, when everybody put in like the bids for vaccine doses, I believe the U.S. got 100,000, and there was like a last call, and they're like, if you like purchase more now because we're giving them all out now, and if like the next time you're going to be able to buy them is probably going to be a real long time because we've promised out supply up until like 2020 whatever. Mm-hmm. So we have 100,000 doses from Pfizer, I believe, is the one who got it together, and that's it. Until they can make us more at some undisclosed time. Now, granted, there are other companies that are still racing for a vaccine, so it's not like we're not like doomed or anything. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Government's interesting.
Everything's interesting.
Well, not everything.
Keep your eyes open. Everybody, keep your eyes open.
Cheese is not interesting.
Oh, cheese can be.
Unless you're a mouse.
Have you ever made cheese?
Can't say I have.
You need something called a cheesecloth. Now, doesn't that sound interesting?
No.
Yes, it does.
No.
You want to talk about that stuff?
What is the most interesting word you can think of?
Onomatopoeia.
Ooh, that is an interesting word. Just like the spelling of it's weird, the meaning of it's weird.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that it just makes weird, it means make weird noises.
I like that. Good word. Well done.
Off the top of my head, too.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking too hard about it now.
Yeah.
I can't think of one because I'm thinking too hard.
Let the subconscious flow.
I need a spirit board.
Again, watch Until Dawn. I was gonna say I had recently read that we might be shutting down this week as in Allegheny County.
I didn't read that, so I'm gonna ignore that you said it because that's my job.
That's mine too.
I think the most interesting word I think of right now is flamboyant.
Oddly, it is interesting.
It's an interesting word. I don't know. I think it's the pronunciation, the flamboyant, and anything that has like a UO, it has that ooh, and I don't know. It's weird. It's
I don't know if
interesting.
it's like the inner in me that's hungry, but every time I hear that, when I usually hear that word, I think of like something that's on fire, like a creme, not the creme brulee, the stuff. What is the stuff you light on fire at dessert? There is like a specific dessert that you light on fire, and that's what I think of every time.
I think it
know
is
there
creme
is.
brulee.
No,
you do it
no,
with
it's
creme
absolutely not creme brulee.
baked Alaska.
No, it's not. I still want baked Alaska.
What dessert do you light on fire? Baked Alaska.
Are you serious?
Suck my dick.
You really?
Flambéed.
Flambéed.
So flambéed is what you do to a dessert.
Oh,
But classics like baked Alaska and Bananas Foster to
Banana Foster is the one I'm thinking of then.
Oh, I didn't know Banana Foster you set on fire.
Flamboyant flambe. Yeah, that makes sense.
What's the most interesting word that you guys can think of? Drop it down in the comments. Don't give me that look like we're ending the podcast because
I
we're
was
not.
like, wow.
I'm just like I'm curbing it now because by the end of the podcast I'm going to forget to tell people to drop stuff in the comments.
Oh, that's fair.
Putting little mental checkpoints into my day.
Little reminders
Check in. And how does that make you feel?
to be reminded of things.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like it's what I need in my life. I need something like I need timers on my phone to go off that I don't ignore to remind me to do things.
Fair.
I need something like that. Like I need something that's an alarm, but something that just
Doesn't stop until you do it.
maybe I need like a caffeine capsule that's just in my bloodstream. And then whenever I'm supposed to do something,
No.
it just shoots a little bit of energy into me and I can do it.
No.
that
You're
so?
talking about crack.
No, you smoke that shit. I'm talking about heroin.
No. Mainline it. Woo!
Oh man, it's 2:59. I don't want to go out and do the dishes at 3. It's going to Woo! Never mind. Let's get these motherfuckers done.
It's set to every hour.
No, it's just when you
It's the
set times.
Okay. There's an app for it on your
set an
phone.
app on your phone and like so you have six things to do today. Put them all. You have to space them out because ODing is still a bad thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does the app lock you out of overdoing it?
And it also controls that you can't have a hard day because you can't overdo it or you'll die.
You can set a timer for how long in between the timers have to be, so that you don't OD.
The app just grows to learn how like you grow and.
I mean, if it's already in your bloodstream, it's probably got a good sense of your tolerance at this point, and it's like, whoa, man. I mean, I think you need like the full pump. We're gonna give you a half pump.
When you should tell them no, but you're just like, nah, just a half one. It's cool.
If you're gonna do it safely.
Just half.
I mean, I know that doesn't translate well into like literal drugs. I haven't taken a lot of drugs in my life,
No.
but I'm saying it.
Disclaimer. Don't listen to us.
Disclaimer: if you're gonna do drugs, please do them safely and in a safe environment. Like that's it.
I'm going to say that is correct, but also disclaimer, don't listen to us. We are making fun of things.
Yeah, not all drugs are good drugs.
Also, I was talking about caffeine. You made this about crack.
You're right. You're shooting a little PSA out there.
But just I need something that's better than like an alarm to just reminders would be great for me every day to just get something done because it's so easy for me, especially because of fucking League of Legends. It's so easy for me to just lose a couple hours of my day and then I hate my life for it.
I have, I think I only have 2 alarms set on my phone as like reminders. One of them I have, or I guess 3. One of them is to take my meds at noon. One of them is at 7 p.m. to check the bookings for the day if we're open and see if we need to send people home. And at 10 o'clock, I get a reminder to write down some lyrics.
Mm-hmm. I get
Granted, I've been ignoring some of the lyrical ones recently, but
I get 2 alarms that say wake up.
grab your brush and put a little makeup. That is not my tasty jam to kick up.
Are we switching?
I
Switching
was
gears.
no, see, I was trying to transition out of the previous point about desserts into tasty jams, but then we took a little detour into
Reminder City.
I was gonna say self help, but that's not the word I want. Free therapy, we'll call it.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, we definitely need the disclaimer then that we're not doctors.
No, please just don't listen.
We're not doctors. We're not licensed in anything other than bullshittery.
Listen with your ears, but don't do anything we say.
I have a PhD in horribleness. What's your tasty jam this week, Dice?
My tasty jam and Fed Up, don't turn away. Trust me, you want to listen to this one. I talked to Fed Up the other day, and they told me they usually kind of space out around the tasty jam because they don't know our music well. But Fed Up, you want to hear this one because my tasty jam this week is from our one and only Jack Faden.
Jack Faden.
Jack Faden made a song called "Cry of the Planet," and it is a banger.
It's a banger.
It is. I can't believe. I know this man personally. I work with this man side by side, and I can't believe the banger that this man has put out.
Absolutely.
An amazing song, and it doesn't have lyrics, and I still love it.
Yeah, that was a big surprise to me when I listened to it. I was expecting a very different sound to come out, but it was going to be like I was expecting some heavy metal chug-ish because that's a lot what I hear Jack play.
Mm-hmm. It 100% surprised me.
This one had, and he's also like a really good vocalist. Like, and the fact that he just let the music speak for itself is really great. It's very much an electronic track. I compared it a lot to Glitch Mob, which is another electronic group that I really like. It's a good banger. It's also a good viber. I think that's a type of.
It is now.
Vibrator.
I mean, it is. It has been since
No,
like
I think that's a sex
vibe
toy.
check has been. That's a vibrator.
I'm pretty sure a viber exists.
Okay, put that in your phone while I just say it is a great song to vibe out to. I have put it on over the speakers. I have
Have
put
you
it.
tried jerking off to it yet?
I have put it on over the speakers at work and just kind of played it in with other songs that play normally, and everybody seems to enjoy it when it comes on. So please check it out. It's on Spotify. It's going to be on our playlist. Support him. He's an amazing artist. And then we're gonna hard shift it. Was there a viber?
I didn't know. I just Googled Viber and I found out that it was a like app that you can use for calls and messaging, kind of like WhatsApp.
There you go.
So I still fully believe it's a sex toy, but that
Well, it is because you just WhatsApp somebody to get them to come over, and then you have sex with them, and it's a toy. And you can put your phone on vibrate and put it on whatever parts.
whatever your parts.
Jayne, what's your tasty jam of the week?
So Spotify recently, if you listen to Spotify a lot, I do. I have a premium sub.
Same.
They do their 2020 roundup of like your top 100 songs.
Yep.
And I started scrolling through them because I was like, oh, I wonder what they are. And I was a little bit disappointed because some of them are just the playlists of songs that I go to sleep with. So it's just like I'll be listening to some bangers and then you just hear like plinking lullabies. I'm like, ah, damn it.
They used to happen to me all the time because I would listen to comedy specials when I drive out and see you and shit like that for hours away. And then all of a sudden I'd be banging out to a song and then Daniel Tosh would come over the radio for no reason at all. And I was in the middle of a joke and I'm like, what is going on?
I hate this. But I was scrolling through that. Other than like the songs I was disappointed by, I noticed a lot of Dreamville, a lot of Spillage Village, J. Cole, Jid, all those guys. Noticed a lot of Kendrick Lamar and his label TDE. But I found this gem that I haven't listened to this artist in a while, and it was an Anderson .Paak flick. I was not a flick. What's the flick equivalent for a song?
Hit?
Bop.
Bop.
It was this Anderson .Paak bop called "Make It Better," and it was I don't know if he remixed a Smokey Robinson song, but it specifically like says featuring Smokey Robinson, so I know he sampled a lot of his vocals into the track, and it's all about when you've been in a relationship long enough. The chorus just goes, "Do you want to make it better? Do you want to stay together? If you do, then let's make some new memories." And it's kind of like no matter how old you grow with somebody, a relationship still takes work.
Mhm.
And I think it spoke to me well because I'm 4 years into my marriage now, and it's like I'm not gonna say it hasn't gotten easier or like harder, but when you are with somebody for such a long time, it's been like 7 years now, I think, 7 or 8 years we've known each other, and we've both changed a lot as people. And when you change as people, you sometimes have to find new ways to love each other.
Mhm.
And that's not in a negative light. At
No,
the end, it
man,
kind
you
of sounded like a negative light,
no,
but
it absolutely didn't. It's
yeah.
it's beautiful. Like not sarcastically. It's we always mess with each other and say weird things to each other, but so whenever we're loving, it's actually weird.
Ooh, can you feel the vulnerability in the room?
We'd hug, but that's not COVID friendly.
No, yeah, I'm sure everything we do in this office is COVID friendly. That sounded like we fuck each other.
Got to find new ways to keep that relationship alive.
Oh my god, when you known each other for 7 or 8 years.
Podcast ain't working out. Unzip them pants.
Oh shit! But I'm sure you found that too, even in your relationship. You guys have been together like what, three years,
Yeah, I
two and
mean,
a half or 3 years.
we
I
always
want to say.
we always try to make new things happen. I always like want to go different places. We have our little niche things we do with everything being shut down. It's really hurt because
Mm-hmm.
we used to always go out on our day because we usually only get one day together fully.
Yeah.
So I get what you're talking about. I've been in long relationships. I've obviously in a long relationship now that's going to last a lot longer. So I understand. And
Fingers crossed. I mean, you might die.
I mean, it will last the longest for me then because I have an end date.
No, it's till death do you part. Then it ends.
Yeah, I end.
I
I end to be. I was married till. That's it. I get it though. I completely understand it, and that's something I kind of fear. You know,
Yeah, the unknown is scary.
but I always walk right ahead.
I do.
I don't know. I hate being vulnerable, and this is weird now because now we're vulnerable to people that I don't know.
No,
So
this is just a talk between a groom and his best man.
he's so happy.
Live on air, baby.
Did we ever announce that you officially got asked, even
I
though
don't,
everybody knew?
I don't think so. Y'all, in case you didn't know, Dice is getting married.
Oh yeah, well everybody's officially, or yeah,
we
everybody
had
knew
the
that.
engagement episode. We knew that one.
Yeah, everybody's officially asked on the groomsmen side, so we can officially announce it just in case certain groomsmen weren't asked.
True that. And
But everybody has said yes, so we're good to go.
but the best of men sits among us, and I will give you a hint, dear Jeffrey. It's not you.
Well, I'm the groom, so I'm like the best guy there. The whole point is me. Well, the whole point is her, and then me.
The whole point is, I was gonna say us. That's not it. I was gonna say it's important. You are both the most important thing that day. Like, oh, I see that phone ringing.
Oh, that's Jack. I'll call him back.
Okay. Hey, that rhymed. Ain't getting no slack. Make sure you enjoy the day too.
Oh, I will.
That's it.
We trust me. There is nothing that has come up that I have not been okay with.
Yeah. You know how
I'm in charge of music, which is the best thing that could happen for me because I'm not going to get any of the bad dances. No chicken dance. No, none of that.
Are you gonna get a DJ
I'm
or a live band, or are you gonna just like Spotify playlist it
uh
and like hybrid DJ?
I'll probably we're looking at a DJ. I'm looking at a specific average DJ.
Oh, right. Oh, I think we've talked about this.
Yeah, I think we
I
have.
just forgot.
So, but yeah, no.
That's what I do.
Falling back, yes. I understand. He left a voicemail. I understand where you're talking about. I understand what you're talking about with the whole keeping everything fresh, and it's a great message to pass on because that's what you got to do.
You know how I sit in my head a lot,
Oh yeah,
and so I have a lot of conversations with myself.
yeah.
I've thought a lot about The night before the wedding, Dice and I are going to have a moment where we sit down and have a chat, because it's what always happens between best men and the groom in the movies. What will our chat be about? I've thought about that moment a lot. That sounds weird.
I'm just happy you
But
think about
flattering.
me.
And I've been thinking a lot about my best man speech. I will say I have the perfect ending.
I'm happy you're relishing in this so much.
Dude, I am.
Do you know
you
how-
don't know. I have had this planned since you got engaged, and I cannot tell you any hints about it because you will get it immediately. Jack's trying to call me now, but you're the one person I cannot tell. Like even the slightest sliver, and
I mean, that's fair. I'm just jealous of you. I'm honestly jealous of you, it kills me.
I am looking forward to the day when I get to share that gift with you.
I'm so jealous of you, it kills me. I will never get to be a best man.
It's not over for you.
It is. Oh, dude, it is. There is no.
You could meet someone new and become their best friend.
No.
You'll still be my best friend, and I'll still be your best friend. But you can also be their best friend. I got so mad I ripped the microphone out of the stand.
See, you got mad just thinking about that idea.
That was subconscious, man. That's some spirit board shit.
So no, I will not be doing that. No, it's over. I mean, my cousin.
It's over.
My cousin has his brother, and my brother has his. My stepbrother has his full brother.
You want to redo that line real quick?
Sorry.
There was a lot of burping in there.
Yeah, there was. My cousin has his brother, and my stepbrother has his full brother. So, and then Chia has Jack. Xander has family. I would assume probably one of his brothers. You're married already.
Hey, man, she could die.
Shut up. Stop wishing that into the world.
Who said I was wishing?
That is the second video, or the second time this video that has been said.
I was gonna say I felt a little bit of deja vu there, and I was like, I can't remember when I said that. Oops. If anybody's listening to this now as evidence, I did not, nor will I ever, kill my wife.
Why did you wink?
I blinked with one eye.
But yeah.
I get that all kind of stemmed from I've thought a lot about what it made me look inward at my marriage a lot, and like what insight have I gained in the past few years that I want to pass on to this young Padawan.
Oh, me.
Yes, you.
You were younger than me. Stop it.
That's fair. And I think I might share that information with you guys later down the road. Because I've only been married for 4 years. I still don't know everything.
We're not getting married till 2022, so it's gonna be a while. Keep it in your memory.
That's right. If you're listening now, that's probably podcast episode
in the hundreds.
We release 54 a year theoretically. I don't know. Probably I'm calling 126.
Future Colby, put it in.
What is the first podcast episode you think will be out as a married man? Which one do you think is going to happen on? Wait, what are we at right now? I want to redact my answer. No, you know what? I'm keeping it.
I'm going to say
posterity.
I'm going to say one.
It's not Price is Right rules. Don't do that 127 shit.
I'm going to do 117.
Okay. All right.
All right.
What episode do y'all think that Dice will be married by? Drop a number down in the comments, and also put a comma and write the most interesting word you can think of. Maybe a description too if you're feeling saucy.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button.
I wasn't done.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I love learning new words.
I do too.
I don't know why. It's one of the small joys of life.
I can't pronounce them for shit, but I like learning them.
Yeah. Was there a word that you knew when you were younger and like you knew it by reading it, but when you said it out loud, people made fun of you because you said it wrong?
Everything.
Oh.
I still do it because you fuckers never let me in. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, go ahead.
I didn't know how to say anesthesia when I was a kid, and it was in the Lemony Snicket books, and I thought it was anesthesia.
I used to do that with aluminum.
Isn't it aluminium, though? Isn't that the correct way of saying it? You can find us at twitch.tv/salty entertainment fun time every Tuesday at 7 and Fridays. Whenever.
Bye.